Hello everyone, welcome back to Glitz and Glitter. I've got 2 orders to fill today, nothing that I haven't done before, but I got a ton of happy mail I gotta go through with you guys. The first package came from Denise Kendall, and she sent me some cool stuff. Let me show you what it is. Hang on, let me grab it. She made me this, first of all. Look at this cute little thing. I think I might make a mold of this one. It is so adorable. It's a little bear, and it looks like an into resin mold. So she gave me that. She sent me this little pocket hug type angel. It's a little, what do you call them? I can't remember. I don't know. Did she name it? Now I can't remember what it's called. A pocket hug. There is a small silver heart with the tiniest angel in it for you. So that's what we're calling it. That's what I'm going with. She sent me this cute little into resin mold, the crystal little turtle. So that is amazing for extras because it doesn't take very much. And then she sent this little embellishments that are sparkling. And then this one, she was waiting for it to come in. This is a shaker turtle mold into resin. I'm excited to try this. I don't know how to do it. I can't imagine it would be difficult, but you would put your little shaker stuff in the belly, and then the turtle shell is the part that would go over it. So we have to do that. I'm gonna set these two like right next to me, so when I have some extras, we're gonna pour that. So thank you so much, Denise. I appreciate you and everything you sent me. Beautiful card as well. I keep all those things. I also got some mail from Amazon today, and these were from Teresa Shipsy. She sent me a mold off my wish list, which is a cross mold. Thank you so much. I did want this mold, so I did put a couple molds on there. Guys, don't empty out that wish list right away, or I won't be able to get to everything. So this has like vines, leaves going all around it, so that's going to be really fun to do. And then she sent me more of these. Somebody just sent me these the other day, but she didn't see it on video before she ordered them. So these are the clear, transparent flat back bales for when you have like pendants that are see-through transparent, then you can use transparent bales. I didn't even know they had them until I got some the other day, so I definitely don't need any more, you guys. There are 400 in here. I just got 400 from the last mail the other day. And then she sent me this, which I've never used before. And this is the UV gel paste. Oh, look, they gave you a couple of chrome powders to go with it. So these are candy carving gel, and they use this for nails. So you can like form it in whatever shape you want and then cure it with your UV light. So that is exciting. I've seen people use it before. I've never bought it, but now that I have it, it says, enjoy your gift. Saw this in the heart cross mold on your wish list. I have both and love them. Enjoy. I think the heart cross will be coming in a couple of days. Oh, there might be another one coming in a couple days. Enjoy your gift. Thought the clear bales might be a nice option. From Teresa Shipsy. Thank you so much, Teresa. I really, really appreciate you going on there and purchasing a couple things that I had on there. And then I got a box, and this is from Sparkle. And Sparkle is the one who purchased me that really comfortable chair last week. And I was trying to figure out if she was somebody who I thought she was, and she is. She is the same person. I'm going to put her channel link right here on the screen. Art by Sparkle. She is on YouTube. You guys, please help her out. She has not reached her first 1,000 people yet. I don't know where she's at on her first 4,000 watch time hours. Give her some love, you guys. Go on there. Everybody that sees this video, go subscribe to her channel so she can hit that goal and she can get monetized for doing all the work that she's doing on there. So Art by Sparkle, YouTube, make sure you subscribe to her channel, and if all of you watch like 1 or 2 of her videos today, she's gonna hit that 4,000 mark with no problem of watch time hours before they send her any kind of monetary funds. So she sent me another package of things. It says, enjoy your gift. I remember you saying that you needed more UV resin from Sparkle. Enjoy your gift. You can never have too many embellishments from Sparkle. And enjoy your gift. These are great for scraping small cups of resin from Sparkle. So she sent me 500 grams of UV resin, clear hard type. Thank you. I do have some, but I do go through a lot. She sent me a massive thing of B7000. There are 4 huge things in here. Nobody else sent me this. I have a lifetime supply now. I have the ones that came the other day. I have the one that came from Shannon originally, and now I have 4. No more glue, guys. No more glue. I love it, and I will use it, but I have enough to last me a very long time. And then she sent new scrapers, so we're gonna have to try these new scrapers out. These are a little different than the ones that I do really like. Let's look at these. Why can't I ever get these things open? These are also curved at the end. So it's kind of like a little scoop. Oh, look, aren't they cute? So we will have to try these out. Thank you, Sparkle, for giving me something new to try. And then she sent me a ton more embellishments. There's a whole bunch of sheets in here. And look at this sheet, you guys. Isn't that gorgeous? Those are like AB stones. Huge sheet of them. I can't wait to use these on something. Sometimes I use these a lot on my clocks when they have a really thick clock, and I go around the entire perimeter with something like this because you cut these into pieces and then you peel off the adhesive. So thank you so much, Sparkle. You have gone above and beyond with anybody. You should not be spending so much money on you. Thank you, guys. Thank you, all of you. I appreciate every single one of your gifts. Let me put these all away and grab the molds we're doing today. This is what I'm doing today. So we got a pet memorial, the little paws and the heart. This is for Jada. Jada wants this done in lime green for the heart and then blue lettering. So we'll do the blue lettering after the fact. I pulled out this mica powder, grass green. That's the limest green that I have. And then I might jazz it up with some of this lime acrylic paint after the fact and put a little sheen on it because this is not a shiny mold. And it might look pretty with a couple different lime greens on there. So we will do that. I'm starting Lori's order. She wants 2 dragons. You guys, I have so many dragons in your future. This one gives me so many problems with the eyes, but I'm not doing glass eyes today because I don't have glass eyes to match what she wants. She wants one done. I'm doing one today. She wants one white with blackish gray marbling through, but mostly white, and the other black with grayish marbling through. So I don't have any eyes that match that. One of you guys recommended outlining the eye, putting the eye in. I was UV resining the eyes in every single time. A lot of you people thought I wasn't doing that. I was doing that. Otherwise, they would never stay up there while you're pouring resin. So they were definitely UV resin in. They were just not UV resin in perfectly. I did take an eye, put it in here, but you can't see through the silicone. So I cannot even tell if it's in that outline at all when it's in there. I've already tried that. Another suggestion was to drill the eye out and put the eye in, like glue it in after the fact. I haven't tried that yet. But because I don't have any eyes to match black and white, and she didn't specifically say a color, she does want them done with purple rhinestones after the fact, but none of the eyes had purple in them, the proper purple that I will be using. So I'm just going to draw the eyes on because I'm more comfortable that way anyway, and I know these 2 will come out good. So this holds 12 and this holds 5, and I think I'm going to try these little turtles today and see what happens. So at least we'll have something a little bit new today. So let me mix up about 18 ounces of resin. I'll have it split and we'll color it together. Brushes in hand and the world is my stage. Got everything split. I kept one clear just so I could debubble it and pour it in the turtle shell, and then I'll probably color the turtles. This one is for the dragon, so let's do white. Oh, I need a little bit of this 5 for the black. Not a whole lot, because I want to marble it slowly. I'm going to pour it in here because she doesn't want a whole lot of black through it. She just wants a little touch. So I might even make less black than that. Well, that should be okay. I don't know. I guess we'll find out. I hope I don't put too much black in. The black and the white is going to end up turning gray. And I'm pretty sure that's what she had in mind. Just have to make sure your pigment pastes are extremely well mixed. Because more than one occasion, mine have not been. And it leaves an uncured resin portion. Sometimes on these though, it's like right on the head and you can put a little butterfly on it. So sometimes they're fixable and sometimes they're not. Let me grab another stick for the black. I'm just gonna use my pigment paste for these two. She didn't mention any kind of shimmer or anything. So we're just gonna do black and white like it's marble. That was just one tiny drop. Hopefully I get this mixed good enough. I don't remember using that lime green color. I'm kind of excited to see what this looks like. And I do apologize, you two, for how long it's taking me to get to the orders. I'm trying to get to everybody's. I have a ton of dragon orders. You guys, if you ordered a dragon, it's going to be quite a wait. Because a lot of you are ordering 2 at a time. And I can only make 1 at a time. I only have 1 mold, and I'm probably going to have to start spraying them with clear sealer because my mold is wearing out. I've made so many of them. And I don't think, these only come in the Topish squishy kits. You cannot buy these molds right now, and they're not available until August of 25. So that's putting a hindering on people getting them too, to make their own. So that's probably why I'm getting a lot of the orders as well, because they still want them and they just can't get the mold themselves. What did I do with the lid? Oh, it's right here in front of me. Silly. Let me just spray my hand. My hand's all sticky. And then we're going to do the green. We'll vacuum chamber everything. Let's see. Did I ever open this? No, I have not. I didn't think so. I will link this below. Everything is linked below. If you're new to the channel, that's where I put everything in the description box. So if you want anything, that's where it's at. That should be enough. Let's see. I'm using the epoxy so I have time to do both of them at the same time. I'm not going to do, well, these are too deep for fast cure anyway, but just want to make sure I have time to mix and vacuum chamber and then marble. I figured the green was easy enough, just pour it right in. Then I could take a little bit more time with the marbling. Does that look like lime green to you? It does to me. I also had a lime green, however it was fluorescent in that new Rolio set I showed you yesterday's Happy Mail from Rolio. He sent me an entire set of the neon colors over there, and one of them was bright green, but I didn't want to do that because she didn't say neon green. So I'm sticking with the lime. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and get these vacuum chambered and then we'll pour.
Glitz and glitter, lighting up the night. Painting dreams with a shimmer so bright. Rhinestones dancing, catching every eye. This is my moment, gonna touch the sky. Dipped in gold with a stroke of flare.
All right, I'm just gonna spritz this one with a little bit of alcohol just to get around all those little letters and everything. And basically just pour it in. This is 12 ounces of this one. I don't dome these. It's a handmade mold. And that was just about perfect. I'm not gonna go any higher than that. So I do have a little bit left. So maybe we'll make a green turtle. Let me spritz that. We'll make a little green turtle with this new one. This one here. And see, a little too much went in there. I'm sure that's all this is going to hold, just hardly anything. I'm just going to grab a dotting tool because there's a lot of gems in there. Make sure it gets in all those little spots. This thing is going to be so adorable. It's a perfect size for extras, beautiful extras. And I'm not going to dome that one either. That's a handmade mold as well. That looks good. I just have a tiny bit more, but I'll worry about that in a few minutes. Now, for the dragon. What I'm going to do is spritz him a little bit down in those horns. I'm so glad I don't have to do the glass eyes today. And then I'm just going to pour this into the white a little bit on the top. I'm going to take a stick, which I don't even know that you need to take a stick, and then pour it in. And then when you run out of black, which I don't think I'm going to need much more, I'm not even going to stir it this time. Let me scrape this out. It's a little low because I didn't use as much black as I needed. It's a little bit low. I might you know what I'm going to do? I don't want to use that black. I'm going to pour this tiny little shell first to make sure I have this shell poured. And then I'm going to pour the rest of the clear in there. This one is barely going to take anything. Let me get it on the paper towel. There we go. And then I see one bubble. You do not want any bubbles on a shaker, especially an edge where you're going to have to glue it. So I'm just trying to get the bubbles out there. Now I want to fill this up, but I do not want to fill it with that black. So I'm just going to pour this right down the center. And that's all we needed. I don't think we need any more because it's going to come out the feet. I'm just going to spritz that and move that back. So I have a little bit of black left. I don't want really a black shaker turtle. Let's color this. I have a little bit of green left, but I don't want a green shaker. Let me find a color. I pulled out the Rolio Neon Pink. This is a pigment paste. So we're going to have a neon turtle and whatever else this fills. Really bright. I'm sure I'm mixing in bubbles, but it should be okay. Just have to mix it really good because it is a pigment paste. I didn't put much in there, just what was left on my stick after I wiped it off. That looks good. I'm gonna pour, yeah, this isn't gonna hold hardly anything at all. Are you supposed to cover this, I wonder? Yeah, you must have to cover it. It would fall right through. Okay. Yeah, I have plenty for something else. For the black leftovers, I'm going to pour in this new Dianca Pours White Silver Glitter, which she says is a metal glitter. So I'm going to put some in here. Where's my stick? Before I use up the rest of that pink and green, I want to see if I can see if you see this in there. You should. I probably don't need that much. It's probably going to take over. I know I can put my crushed crystal in here. So if I could put my crushed crystal in black and still see it, you should be able to put it in here. And I'm going to pour my butterfly and see what it looks like. I almost did the 3-dimensional one, but I didn't think I had enough resin for that one. I'm just gonna squish these wings down. I've been getting bubbles lately on the wing tips, even after I squish for some reason. Hopefully I have enough for this butterfly. I don't think I do. We might end up having some pink in there. Maybe I will put pink in there on purpose now that I know that I don't have enough. Let me scrape that out of the body if I can. Get some of this to the other side and maybe fill it with the pink. Who knows? I don't know what's going to happen. Can't get it out of the body. Let's see what we get. Let's see what we get. Probably nothing spectacular, I'm sure. So I've got pink and black left. I wonder if this will go into the neon. Let me wipe my stick. I like to experiment with extras because it's what it is. It's an extra. If it doesn't work, it's okay. Maybe we'll use the other butterfly mold and see if it works in there. Let me just move this. I want to spritz everything, make sure everybody's got no bubbles on them. Move you out of the way. And where did that little spatula go? There it is. This is the one I just got from Sparkle. We're going to scrape with this one. Let me spritz in there. I think I'll do pink first. And then I'm going to scrape the rest of the black. Put that in. And it did scrape really good. I'm just gonna get the black in and then fill it with the pink. There you go, scraped cup. Another good scraper. And I don't fill this one all the way up because this one's cut pretty bad. But it will fit everything in there. It was almost like meant to be. Hopefully I don't get bubbles, and I think I will scrape this in there anyway. It should fit. So we're gonna have a black and pink, 2 black and pink butterflies today. Never done that before. And then I only have a tiny bit of green left. I'll probably throw them into like some little turtles that I usually do. So yeah, see you on demold. It's your favorite time, my friends. Let's see what we got here. So the extras, we have lime green turtles, like I said I would do. 4 of those. Those came out cute. Hopefully they all have their feet today. So far, so good. Yep, those are good. Then we have a flower that I made with the leftover green. That came out nice. I just need to trim it. I don't really see barely a bubble. That'll go away in like 3 seconds. So that is good. What do we got here? I have a couple extras. Here's one of the extras, that little turtle mold. Ooh, that's a really thin spot right there. At least it didn't go through. Oh my gosh! Look at how cute that is. It's so cute and sparkly. Oh, yay, we have some new giveaways. I'm probably going to wear this one out, so I better hold on to this one so I can remold it myself while it's good. Here is some extras. I poured the black and the pink into the butterfly molds with that white silver glitter from Dianca Pours. Oh, look at that. It all sank, obviously, but that's okay. That is stunning. Well, obviously, it would sink. Why didn't I think of that? It's metal. It's not plastic glitter. So this is still soft. I'm just going to let it sit there and harden up. So probably the same thing on this 3-dimensional one. Oh, that looks nice too. A totally different look. Same colors, different look. So I probably shouldn't use the metal pieces when I don't want them to sink, or not use that many, but it's still really pretty. We're gonna fix those up. Let's get this little one out and make a little shaker. I have to find my little inclusions. Oh, he's so cute. Oh, I see that turtle's gonna fit right inside that lip, this little piece here, as long as I don't need to trim it. And then you put all your stuff inside of there. How easy is that? Here's the little lid slash, well, no, it doesn't fit inside of there. Oh, I see what they want you to do. They want you to put a piece of acetate in there. Probably if you're gonna, I'm not gonna make it a liquid one. I don't want to get into all that. So I'm just going to, and I got 2 tiny little bubbles in there, but you won't be able to tell once I have it filled. That is so cute. I don't even need to trim anything. I filled it perfectly. So let me find some stuff to put in there. And I will probably use, I don't know, some kind of a glue. I'm not going to use UV resin because UV resin will pop off, just from past experience. So this is going to be a definite extras mold too. So I'm so excited to have some new extras molds. Okay, let's get to Jada's Pet Memorial. I haven't picked out the blue yet. Oh, that's cute. You left your paw prints on our hearts. And then 2 little feet there. So it does need to be trimmed, which is no big deal. I hope that's the color you're looking for, Jada. Really cute, easy mold, simple to unmold, super simple. And now let's do this friend. Let's hope, well, I don't have to worry about eyes. Let's just hope he came out the way she wanted. Mostly white, little bit of black marbling, well, gray, she said. And I think it did. My mold is messed up under the wings, so there's nothing I can do about that, unfortunately. He's so cute. We're going to bling this up with some purple rhinestones. I will paint the eyes. And this color, you can't really see the matte parts of the mold. There are some matte parts in the face, but this color is pretty safe. When I do her black one, however, it's not going to be quite as safe, so I will probably have to spray seal the black one. Okay, let me, oh, I got some bubbles in the toes here, but we could put some toenails on. Oh, I got a missing foot down there. Maybe I could put a butterfly by his foot or something. I'm not sure. Okay, let me get a plan together. I pulled out my Let's Resin blue UV resin and I tried it on here and it looks really good and you can tell that it's blue. So I'm going to go through all of this, like you have to do it 1 drop at a time with a scribe. So I'm not going to hold you here doing that. So I will do that in a fast forward. I pulled out these little glass beads that I was selling. Don't ask me for them. I can't get them anymore because I basically bought somebody out that was destashing their inventory and mine sold out like that day or the next day. So I can't get these anymore. I don't even know where she got them. I just basically bought everything that she had and I kept some for myself. I'm just gonna fill this up and I think I'm gonna use my B7000. So that's a good color. And then I'm gonna throw 1 butterfly in there, I think, if you can even see it. Oh, it's hard to see through there, but they do move. It's hard to see through the shell. Interesting. I wonder if a lighter color might be better. I don't know, maybe not. I have these lighter ones too. So I think I'm just gonna leave it the way it is, and then I'm gonna go around the edge of this with my B7000. This has a precision tip on it. This is what I use for rhinestones now. I think I'm gonna just glue it on with this and then set it aside and let it dry. And that should be good enough for this. Really surprised how hard it is to see through the shell. So hopefully I can do this the first time and get it set. And push it down. And set it aside. That's good. For the little flower, I think I'm going to give it to Jada since it's her colors. I trimmed everything already. I didn't trim the bottom of this though. I think I'm going to go around the flower's edges, petals, with just a tiny little hint of blue. And I'll throw a magnet on the back of this for her, since she likes the blue and the green, and that looks really nice, and it breaks up some of that green in here. And I'll do this every once in a while when I don't like the flower all in that color, like it's just too much. Sometimes I'll take my gold paint pen or silver paint pen or a color corresponding to the project, and I'll just do this for it, and then I'll throw a magnet on the back. Or you can make it into a pendant, whichever way you want. But I think a magnet would be used a little bit more, or at least you would see it more often than you would if you're going to wear especially a lime green pendant. But if she's crafty, if you're crafty, Jada, and you have all that stuff, you can make it into a pendant if you'd like. Maybe you have a lot of clothing in lime green. I don't know. That's it. That's all I'm going to do. And I'm just going to grab, I'll put a little dot in the center, a little bit of blue. And then I'll just let that dry, and then I'll put a magnet on the back. I'm going to paint this one's eyes first in the white, let that start drying. And then, I really hate the bottom of these. My mold is no good inside there, and there's nothing I can do about it. So the bottom of the wings are always a little bit messed up. But I generally take my oil-based paint pen, and there's black on it from the last one. And I'll paint the inside of the eyes when I'm painting them. Whoops. And if that happens, too much paint comes out, you just clean it off with alcohol before it dries. This one really came out. That's never happened that much before. So I'll just clean it up and let everything dry. Let me just get some alcohol on here. And I generally let the white completely dry before I add the black. And then we will, I just didn't want like colorful eyes on something that she didn't want colorful eyes on. So I'm just gonna stick to the black and the white on this one and the next one. So let me get this all done. I will UV resin that heart as well. It'll take me some time. I'm just gonna add a few rhinestones to the butterflies down the centers. Maybe on the wings, I'm not sure. There's already a lot of sparkle on there. And then I'll see you in the end.
Michelle spins her world in glitz and glitter light, pouring colors where the heart takes flight. Lime green and blue swirl for Jada's dear part. Resin glow for a lost pet's heart. Hands creating love in every pore. Dreams take shape, there's so much more. Jesus watching, hoping she'll do her best. In a resin world, she's passing the test. Glory's waiting for her marble dragon's birth. White and black streaks, a creature of word. Michelle molds the wings, a careful design. A baby dragon with a story divine. hoping she'll do her best. In a resin world, she's passing the test. Faith in her hands as she works through the night. Each swirl and streak feels just right. Hearts and dragons, a purpose so clear. Jesus whispers, I'm always near.
I am done. So I put the flat back bales on the turtles. I put the magnet on the back of the rose. That's really pretty. This dried perfectly fine. So it does shake. I don't know if you can hear that. And you can see that the butterfly is moving. You just can't really see the little balls inside. You can, I mean, if you look at it, you can, but because of the way the shell is shaped, it kind of distorts what's in there. So don't go crazy putting things in there that you're not going to be able to see. Cute. I love it. I will be making lots of them. Here is the butterflies. I put some pink rhinestones down the center on the tips of the wings. So those came out really pretty. I forgot to put magnets on the back of those. Here's Jada's memorial. So this is light blue. And as I was putting it in these really thin letters, I'm realizing it lost some of the blue. So I took some alcohol ink in sapphire blue and added it to the blue UV resin and just did these words in the dark blue. I hope Jada likes it. I don't know. We'll find out. But it was kind of too late after I've already filled those. I realized it was looking just like shiny, really pale blue, dark green. So I wanted to get the blue in there. And these are much wider words than these are. So I don't know. And then I put some metallic acrylic paint in lime and got that sheen all over it so it's not so matte. So I hope Jada likes it. If not, we'll have to redo it. Here is the little white marbled one. What do you think? So I put a pendant in a deep purple. I put stones on the toenails, all 10 of them, on the wings and on the center horn. And then I painted the other two in purple, painted the eyes and face. And then I put the marker on the wings and stones down the tail, just like I normally do. So I will send her a picture of this one, see how she likes it before I do the black marbled one, because she wants the black marbled one basically done the same in purple, just black with white marbling through it. So we'll do that as long as she's happy with this one. Other than that, I will get some pictures for you guys so you could see everything a little bit more up close. And let me find something to do tomorrow. I don't have much problems doing that, so I know I'm going to come up with something. I'm pretty sure I will be doing one of these every single day for quite a while. All right, guys, I will see you then. I hope you have a blessed day. Bye, everyone.
Glitz and glitter paint her way. She lights up hearts come what may. With a brush of faith she starts. Jesus whispers through her art. Patience blooms in every hue. Her love for viewers shines so true. Shimmer sparkles in her eyes. A radiant soul under bright skies. Glitz and glitter, Michelle, a story. Her colors tell faith and love in every part. Jesus guides her shining heart. Ooh, 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 ooh. Canvas dreams and sparkly streams. Her laughter flows like sunlit beams. With each stroke her spirit sings. A masterpiece of golden wings. She sprinkles joy like morning dew In every shade a promise new, a life of love, a life of grace. In her art we see his face. Glitz and glitter, Michelle, a story her colors tell. Faith and love in every part, Jesus guides her shining heart.